I never thought a single mistake could destroy my entire life. I had a loving husband, a picture-perfect marriage, and a baby on the way. Everything was perfect, until my past came back to haunt me in the most terrifying way possible. Because when I gave birth, the moment my husband laid eyes on our baby, his face went pale. The doctor looked at him, then at me, and that's when I knew. I was screwed. It happened one time, just once. My husband, Liam, had been on a business trip for 2 weeks. I was lonely, emotional, and stupid. I met a man at a bar, tall, dark, and dangerously charming. 1 drink turned into 3. 3 turned into, well, something I still regret till date. I let my emotions get the best of me, and I did something unforgivable. What was supposed to be an innocent night turned into something I couldn't undo. Yes, I slept with him, all night. A moment of weakness turned into a lifetime of regret. The next morning, guilt ate me alive. I swore I'd take this secret to my grave. I told myself it didn't matter. Liam was my real love. And besides, I was on birth control. What were the odds, right? Fast forward 9 months later. Liam was ecstatic about the baby. He held my hand in the hospital, whispering, "I can't wait to meet our little one." But when the doctor handed me our child, I felt my entire body go cold, because the baby's skin was a completely different shade, not like Liam's, not like mine, not like anyone in his family. The moment Liam saw the baby, he froze. His hands clenched. His smile vanished. His mother, who was waiting outside, rushed in, took one look at the baby, and gasped. She turned to Liam and whispered something that made my stomach drop. "Liam, this isn't your child." The room fell silent. The nurses looked at each other. The doctor cleared his throat awkwardly. Liam was still staring at the baby, like his whole world just collapsed. Then he turned to me. His voice was ice cold. "What the hell is going on, Ava?" I tried to lie. I really did. "Maybe it's just genetics, recessive genes," I stammered. But Liam's mom was already on her phone. "We need a paternity test, now." I felt like I was going to throw up. The next 48 hours were pure hell. Liam barely spoke to me. He wouldn't even look at me. He slept in a chair across the room, arms folded, eyes cold and distant. The moment the paternity test results arrived, I knew this was it. Liam opened the envelope, his hands shaking. His mother was standing right behind him. His eyes scanned the paper. Then they went wide. He looked up at me, rage and heartbreak burning in his face. 0% chance of paternity. He slammed the paper down. "Who is he?" he shouted. I burst into tears, but it was too late. Liam stormed out of the hospital. His mother stayed behind, her lips curling into a satisfied smirk. "You're done, Ava. My son will never forgive you." I was kicked out of my home within a week. Liam filed for divorce and full custody, even though the baby wasn't his. My one mistake cost me everything: my husband, my marriage, my future. I lost everything that day: my husband, my home, my dignity. I stood outside that hospital, clutching my newborn, knowing that one night of weakness had rewritten my entire future. I wanted to beg Liam, to tell him I still loved him. But how do you ask someone to stay when you've shattered their reality? Because here's the truth: some mistakes can't be undone. Secrets always have a way of coming out. The more you try to bury the truth, the deeper it will haunt you. Love is built on trust, and once it's broken, it rarely heals the same way. Temptation is never worth the cost of losing the person who truly loves you. I thought I could keep my past buried, but it's obvious nothing can be hidden under the sun. And now, I have to live with the consequences. One reckless night can destroy a lifetime of love, stays forever. What would you do if you were in my husband's